6 NATO summit, fresh off a wild...
Wait, this is a replay of the earlier. This is a replay from the earlier Fox 5. Do you see it? This post about Zoran posting about saving a Yiddish bookstore in 2020. Okay, here's another thing I have to explain to you guys. Okay, for those of you who don't know, preserving Yiddish institutions is, I wouldn't say controversial, but like for ultra Zionists, preserving Yiddish institutions is seen as like an attack. Zoran also had on his campaign some Yiddish posters as well, which was very cool. But a lot of Zionists hate Yiddish. It's more of a complex relationship than you would think. Because the restoration of Hebrew, going from a liturgical language to a commonplace language, is a very important part of the Zionist project. And some will say Yiddish is like the language of oppression. But I think for the most part, it's just because like they want to hype up Hebrew. So him doing this will not be treated as like, oh, he's pro-Jew by the groups that are already calling him anti-Semitic. As a matter of fact, they probably see this as a more angering. Like they probably look at this as an attack. Of course, it's not an anti-Semitic thing to do. He's not anti-Semitic, obviously. But my point is, people don't like, if you think that this would make groups that would call Zoran anti-Semitic feel more comfortable, remember, it's not real anti-Semitism. They're not worried about actually him being anti-Semitic. And it depends. I think most Israel supporting Jews, at least in America, or of European descent, have some connection to Yiddish and don't view it quite like that. Yeah, I'm talking about the people who are like, people who are like ultra Zionist.
It is deeply moving to look out and see so many of the friends who have built this electric campaign. We have so many leaders here tonight, but I want to recognize our very first endorsers, those who believed in us before New York knew Zoran's name. So let's hear a round of applause for New York City DSA!
Oof. They're going crazy. No, you don't understand. It's a preemptive accusation of anti-Semitism. Zoran is days away from developing anti-Semitism of mass destruction.
Drum beats! New York Communities for Change! Jewish Voice for Peace Action!
Damn, they're breaking the audio.
The New York Working Families Party! We also have here our trusted advisors, our loved ones, our elected partners, our volunteers, and our...
This feels strange, bro. It feels strange to win.
Amazing staff!
What is DSA? Democratic Socialists of America, chatter. What the fuck? How do you not know what DSA is? Are you joking? Oh, you fucking asshole.
Everyone in this room has contributed to a disciplined,
6-month subscriber,
bold, and principled campaign. It has been run by the left and organized to win. Ours has been a campaign of trust, of joy.
I'm still not fully there yet. It doesn't feel.
5 years
I don't think
ago,
we should
before
feel
my first
comfortable.
day
I don't
as
want to be a
Toronto's
naysayer,
chief
but
of
we shouldn't be
staff,
comfortable
we
until the
sat
general.
together and we articulated the vision for the movement that we hoped to build. Each day, we would work to embody the values of a better world. We would campaign, legislate, and organize in a way to make these values true by our actions. We would resist the creeping fascist tide through trust, and we would build trust by acting trustingly. And it has been the same with this campaign. We have already realized an image of the city we want and we deserve. Together we have built and strengthened our shared bonds, bonds of struggle, bonds of friendship, bonds between families, neighbors, and tenants. This campaign has never been about the achievement of a singular end goal. It's not just about the struggle for solidarity. It's about the solidarity in the struggle. All this coming together of tens of thousands of strangers to support one another and fight for our shared values. This movement in itself is a force, and this movement is a victory over alienation and cynicism. So please look around you and don't forget, these are our people. You are not alone and you are not powerless. I am so proud of all that we are doing, and now it is my honor to introduce one of Zoran's first supporters, both in the race for mayor and when first elected to the assembly. Our Congresswoman, working class champion, and incredible partner of our campaign, Congresswoman Nydia Velasquez.
Bro, the audio's not better on this one either.
So thank you so much. I am just so proud of all of you for the work that you put together to get to this moment. And to work so hard for the city that we all love. So let me just say, hello, Long Island City. What a night. This
Aren't you glad you stayed home and read us the news and tweets posted in the chat that we could have just read and watched ourselves? Yes. I am. It's worth it.
Everyone in this room knew we were going to do it.
Stop saying El Hassan.
You
Don't make me put the hat back
in
on.
this movement when the pundit said it couldn't be done. You knocked on doors, make calls, talk to neighbors, and
Don't make me put
tonight-
the Fauci hat back
and
on.
tonight,
The Cuomo Fauci.
we made history. Zoran Mandani brought people from every background together around a simple, powerful idea that New York City should be a city for everyone. Not just the wealthy, not just the well-connected. Everyone. He spoke to the struggles we all see. Rising rents, crumbling public services, working families barely hanging on, and he gave us something real to believe in.
Hochul, Kathy Hochul made a statement. Today, voters made their voices heard, demanding a more affordable, more livable New York City. I hear them loud and clear. Zoran Mamdani built a formidable grassroots coalition, and I look forward to speaking with him in the days ahead about his ideas on how to ensure a safe, affordable, and livable New York City. You know You know she was not happy to post that fucking tweet. You know what I mean? Yo, I hope Ethan Klein is doing all right, by the way, because he was really worried about the negative attention that I was bringing over to the Zoran campaign. You know, I'm sure he'll be rest assured, Ethan. Zoran won in spite of my support for him. Fucking idiot.
We are going to knock even more doors.
He supports Zoran? No, he doesn't. He just, out of nowhere, decided to attack Zoran and me as an attack against me the other day.